Hi. In the first part of the mechanics, we discussed about the classification of the mechanics. Okay. Now let us learn more details about the kinematics. Okay. Okay. What is kinematic? Kinematics is the branch in the mechanics, and it is the study of motion of the body without reference to the cause of the motion, without considering cause of the motion. Okay. Here, force, it is neglected. Without considering force, that is called as kinematics, right? But before going to learn about the kinematics, we need to know some important terms. So what are the important terms here? Initial velocity of the body. Initial velocity of the body, it is denoted by initial velocity of the body. Initial velocity is denoted by letter U. Initial velocity means starting velocity. Suppose one body is starting from the rest, its initial velocity is 0. Or one body starting with 20 meters per second, 30 meters per second, 40 meters per second, that is called initial velocity. Generally, we represent initial velocity by using the letter U. And next one, final velocity of the body. After reaching the final point, at that point the velocity of the body is called as final velocity. Final velocity is denoted by letter V. And next one, acceleration. One important term is acceleration. And this acceleration is uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. So this acceleration is denoted by the letter A. And next one, time taken. The time taken by the body during the journey, that is called as that is denoted by letter T. The next one, distance traveled by the body. Distance traveled by the body is denoted by the letter S. Okay. For example, if we arrange all these terms in one particular order, here we will get one word that is called V A S T U. So Vastu. Generally, Vastu means it is used for houses. Okay. It is only belief. But this one Vastu, this Vastu, if we know the Vastu of this kinematic, Vastu of the body, then we can understand about the motion of the body. Okay, right. Here, the important term is uniform acceleration. What is the meaning of uniform acceleration? So many students confuse about the uniform acceleration. Now, before going to learn about the uniform acceleration, we need to learn about acceleration. First of all, what is acceleration? Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity of a body. Rate of change of velocity of a body. So what is rate of change of velocity of a body? For example, one body is moving with acceleration 2 meter per second square. 2 meter per second square. So what is the meaning of 2 meter per second square? 2 meter per second square means 2 meter per second per second. That means every second the velocity of the body increases by 2 meter per second, and it is denoted by 2 meter per second square. So what acceleration? Acceleration tells us about increasing velocity. How much velocity is increasing per every second. Okay, here different types of acceleration is there. Different types of acceleration. Positive acceleration, negative acceleration. Positive acceleration means what? If the velocity of the body is gradually increasing with time, it is called as positive acceleration. Okay, so positive acceleration means what? If the velocity of the body is increasing with time, then it is called as positive acceleration. For example, one car start from the one point, okay, or bus start from the station, then what will happen? Gradually the velocity of the bus increases. Okay, like when train start from the station, at station the velocity of the body, velocity of the train is 0, but gradually the velocity of the train is increasing. So then we can say that train is moving with positive acceleration. Okay, let us understand more clearly about the positive acceleration. Suppose one stone is dropped from certain height. Okay, suppose if I drop one stone from here, then what will happen? Here gradually the velocity of the stone is increasing. Okay, right? So this is called as positive acceleration, and the positive acceleration is denoted by letter A. Okay, Right, next second one is negative acceleration. Negative acceleration is denoted by minus a. So what is negative acceleration? Suppose one train is approaching to the station. Suppose one train is approaching to the station. Then what will happen? Here driver applies brakes before 5 kilometers or 2 kilometers like that to decrease the speed of the train. So gradually velocity is decreasing, and after reaching the station, what will happen? The velocity becomes 0. So here this body also having acceleration, but this acceleration is called as negative acceleration. Why we are calling it negative acceleration? Because the velocity of the body is decreasing with time. If the velocity increases with time, it is positive acceleration. If the velocity of the body is decreasing with time, that is negative acceleration. But here some other points also there regarding negative acceleration. Some is, if you go to the in depth in that concept, there are some other points also there. Okay, and now we discuss about uniform acceleration. What is uniform acceleration? Okay, suppose one body starts from the rest. It is the point A and it starts from the rest. Then here the velocity of the body is 0 meter per second. Initial velocity is 0 meter per second. Then after 1 second, the velocity of the body increased 5 meter per second. So how much velocity is increased? 5. The magnitude is increased 5. Like that, after 2 seconds, the velocity of the body is 10 meter per second. And then 3 seconds, 15 meter per second. After 4 seconds, it is 20 meter per second. So here, how much velocity is increasing per every second? Every second, the velocity of the body increased by 5 meter per second. So here the velocity is changing uniformly. Okay, well, the magnitude of the velocity is equal. Velocity is increasing, velocity is changing. But how much magnitude is changing? The magnitude of the velocity is changing equally. So, in this case, the body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. The body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. Okay, so uniform acceleration is defined as if the velocity of the body, magnitude of velocity of the body is increasing equally, okay, in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. Okay, so uniform acceleration means velocity increases with time and it increases in equal magnitude. Okay, so here the body is moving with uniform acceleration, right? How to find the uniform acceleration of your body? By knowing the initial velocity, final velocity. Here some relationship is there between U, V, A, T, S. Okay, here one relationship is there. Okay, so here how many quantities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one relationship is there. Okay, the study of relation between initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration, time taken, and distance traveled by the body. Okay, so those relations are studied by using the equations of motion. Equations of motion. Okay, so what is the equations of motion? Equations which gives the relationship between initial velocity of your body, final velocity of your body, acceleration. It is uniform acceleration. It is only uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration also there. Non-uniform acceleration means if the velocity, magnitude of the velocity changing in unequal magnitude in unequal time intervals of time, then it is non-uniform acceleration. But here we take the acceleration is uniform acceleration. Okay, so uniform acceleration, time taken, and the distance traveled by the body, right? So how many equations of motion are there? Here totally 3 equations are very, very important to study the motion of the body in kinematics. So kinematics mainly deals with the motion of the body, mathematical study of motion of the body. See here only equations. Okay, so it is a mathematical study of motion of the body. So how many equations are there? Equation number 1, V is equal to U plus AT. It is one equation. And this equation tells us about final velocity. Here V indicates the final velocity, U initial velocity of a body, A acceleration, uniform acceleration, and T is the time taken. If we know any three, for example here 4 quantities are there, in 4 quantities, if we know any 3 quantities, then we can find the fourth one. Okay, right. And now the second one is S is equal to ut plus half at square. Suppose if we know initial velocity of the body, time taken by the body, and acceleration, uniform acceleration, then easily we can find the distance traveled by the body. Okay, here one quantity is missing. What is that one? Final velocity. In the first equation, S not there, and in the second equation, final velocity is not there. So first equation gives the relation between U, V, A, T, and the second equation gives the relationship between U, T, A, and S. So 4 quantities are there. See, okay. Next one, third equation, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. See how many quantities are there? 4 quantities are there. Initial velocity, final velocity, uniform acceleration, and distance traveled by the body. Okay? But here one condition is there now. One condition is there. What is the condition? If we want to apply these equations for any body, that body must be traveled in a straight line, with uniform acceleration. So these equations of motion are applicable for a body which is moving in a straight line with uniform acceleration. If it is not moving on a straight line, these equations are not applicable. So these are the important points about the equations of motion. In the next